Hello dear students. So today I am going to discuss the next topic, losses in the transformer. The losses in the transformers are mainly classified as core losses and copper losses. These core losses are also called as iron losses or constant losses or fixed losses. And these core losses are sub-classified as hysteresis losses and eddy current losses. The copper losses are also called as variable losses or I square into R losses. The core losses are denoted as Pi, the copper losses are denoted as PCU. So as the name itself suggests that the core losses means the losses which are occurs within the core of the transformer. So that is core losses. Means both hysteresis and eddy current losses are occurs within the core of the transformer. So see this block diagram. Both primary winding and secondary windings are placed on the core of the transformer. So we are calling primary because it is connected to the supply. We are calling it as secondary because it is connected to the load. And also we can say that the core losses are fixed losses or constant losses because they are not dependent upon the current. So if they are dependent on the current, what happens? As the load is changing, the current through the windings is also changes. So that's why I can say that the core losses are not dependent on the current. That's why I can give the name is these are the fixed losses or constant losses. So the losses which occurs within this core of the transformer, so that losses are the core losses. Let us discuss in detail the core losses. In the core losses, the hysteresis loss and eddy current loss both depend upon the magnetic properties of the materials which are used to construct the core of the transformer and its design. So these losses are fixed, means constant, and they are not depend upon the load current. That's why I can call as a core losses are the fixed losses or constant losses. Then what do you mean by hysteresis losses? See here, the magnetic core of the transformer is made of cold rolled gain oriented silicon steel, or we can call it as a high grade silicon steel. This high grade silicon steel is used to, so this high grade silicon steel is used in the core of the transformer and its design. So this steel is very good ferromagnetic material. It means that the ferromagnetic materials are very much sensitive to be magnetized. That means whenever the magnetic flux passes through these materials, so it will behave like a magnet. These materials behave like a magnet. So what happens in the transformer is the magnetomotive force or MMF is applied in the transformer core is alternating type. So what happens due to alternating supply for every cycle? So due to this domain reversal, there will be some extra work done. Due to there is a continuous reversal of flux in the core of the transformer, some losses are occurs. That losses we can call it as a hysteresis losses, or in other words, due to magnetization and demagnetization, there will be a consumption of electrical energy, which is called as hysteresis losses of the transformer. The hysteresis losses is given by K suffix H into F into Bm raised to 1.6. So here the K suffix H indicates the hysteresis constant, F is the frequency, and Bm is the flux density. The flux density is given by flux by area. So it means that the hysteresis loss depends upon the frequency and the flux density. Let us discuss what do you mean by eddy current losses. So as you all know that in transformer we are supplying the alternating current in the primary side. So this alternating current produces an alternating magnetizing flux in the core of the transformer. And this alternating magnetizing flux links with the secondary winding due to the mutual induction according to Faraday's electromagnetic induction. So whenever this alternating magnetizing flux links with the secondary winding, there will be a secondary induced voltage, that is E2. In the construction we have discussed that there is a E2, resulting that the current will flow in the load side. So this is the process already we know. So during this process what happens, some of this alternating magnetizing flux of the transformer also links with the other conducting parts like steel core or iron body of the transformer, etc. So whenever this alternating fluxes links with these conducting parts, what happens, an alternating flux links with these parts of the transformer, there would be a locally induced EMF. Means there will be a locally induced EMF. Due to this locally induced EMF, there would be currents which will circulate locally at that parts of the transformer. So these circulating current will not contribute in output of the transformer and dissipated as heat. This type of energy loss is called as eddy current losses. So it means that the eddy current losses are the losses due to large amount of current in laminations of electrical machines. These large amount of current in lamination produces flux which has no functionality, and the eddy current losses is given by K suffix E into F square into Bm square into Kf square. Ke indicates the eddy current constant, F is the frequency, Kf is the form constant, and Bm is the flux density. The next losses is copper losses, that is variable losses, or I square into R losses. These copper losses are mainly called as I square into R losses. In primary side it is I1 square into R1. In secondary side it is I2 square into R2 loss, where I1 and I2 indicates the primary and secondary current of the transformer, and R1 and R2 indicates the primary and secondary resistance of the windings. As both I1 and I2 depend upon the load of the transformer, the copper losses in transformers vary with the load. As I said earlier, the copper losses are variable losses because it depends upon the current flowing through the windings, because as the load is increasing, as the load is changing across the secondary side, the current flowing through the windings is also changes. So obviously we can call it is a variable losses, because as load is changing continuously, the current through the windings is also changes, and the losses which occurs in the form of heat, that also changes. So that we can call it as a variable losses or copper losses. So we can conclude that the copper losses means which give to heat produced by the electrical currents in the conductors of the transformer windings or other electrical devices. So we can write the copper losses is equal to I1 square into R1 in the primary side and I2 square into R2 in the secondary side.